And I am live. What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing? Welcome, guys. This is it. This is the final review for Loki, Season 1. We are getting to Season 2. That has been confirmed. My final review for Loki, Season 1, Episode 6. What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're just tuning on in here, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps this channel out a lot. And consider clicking. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps this channel a lot. You guys know how these in-depth reviews go. I'll be breaking down this episode scene for scene. If you have not seen this episode yet, please do not watch it. Please go watch the episode. Come back here. We'll have a nice conversation about it. What is up, everybody in the chat? Spongy, Amari, and Buffer. What's up? Thank you, Buffer. No, you're the man. But anyway, guys, I'm super excited to be breaking down this finale with you guys. We're going to be breaking down scene for scene. There were so many amazing moments that happened in this finale, guys. We'll break it all down. And then after that, I will give you my overall grade for Season 1. And then after that, I will rank every single episode. 6 episodes, ranked all of them. And that's it. And then we will get right into it. Before we do, let me read some more. We got Burger King in the chat here. Burger King is here. Hello. When is Taco Bell or McDonald's going to pop up in here? Amari, I was shocked it was getting to Season 2. Yeah, me too, man. We will talk all about that. So the episode opens up. The Marvel logo opened up very differently. You hear past events from previous MCU movies, like you hear a lot of Avengers Endgame moments, first Avenger, the first Iron Man, and then it all culminates into this sequence where we finally get the reveal of the Citadel at the end of time, where Loki and Sylvie were approaching at the end of episode 5. They see that castle up in the distance, and that's where they're going. And then it cuts to black, and we hear the awesome opening logo one last time before the next season. And then Loki and Sylvie approach the Citadel at the end of the time. And this is the moment that Sylvie has been waiting for her entire life, to finally confront who is behind the TVA all along. And then Loki's like, I have nothing to say. Let's go inside and see who is behind everything. So great way to open up the episode, because it's a 43-minute long finale. Gets right to the chase. It doesn't waste our time at all. So they go inside this Beauty and the Beast looking castle, and then they're getting their stances ready. And then up out of nowhere, Miss Minutes comes, and it's a freaking jump scare like that. Who else were you guys, when you first watched this episode, did you shit your pants like I did this morning when Miss Minutes came up? She's like, hello! It's like, what? And then I thought at first, is Miss Minutes the one behind this? But no, she's explaining what's going on. That she's like, okay, I'll give you a deal right here. The person who is behind this is He Who Remains. And you'll find out who that is. And so Loki and Sylvie hear from Miss Minute. He Who Remains rules this castle right here. And he's very impressed with the journey that you two have been on to try to get here. And he offers a pretty good deal to Loki and Sylvie, that for Loki, he can rule anything. Like, in the past of the Battle of New York, he could beat the Avengers, and he can kill Thanos. He can take the Infinity Gauntlet if he turns back now. And for Sylvie, she can finally have a happy moment and not have darkness and sadness and not run away all the time. And so Miss Minutes is laying down what they can do, and then Loki and Sylvie are like, no deal. We want to talk to this guy. We want answers right now. And I love that Sylvie and Loki were like, we want answers right now. And then Miss Minutes is like, okay, good luck. And then she goes to Renslayer and says, okay, I've completed all the files. And then Renslayer's like, no, these aren't it. Bye-bye. So I really like the involvement of Miss Minutes overall in this episode. gets pretty interesting from there. So I really like how the person behind this, the He Who Remains, that's a character from the comics. And then Loki and Sylvie were given that deal, but they were just like, no, we want answers. We've traveled all this way. We're going to find out. So at that point, I was like, okay, I don't think it's going to be Kang. He Who Remains, I've been hearing that name throughout many speculations. He's a character from the comics. He's like the last member of the TVA. And so I didn't think Jonathan Majors was going to show up at all as Kang the Conqueror until I hear an elevator door go to the very bottom. And look who's behind that elevator. It's Jonathan Majors himself, Kang the Conqueror, or He Who Remains. He's not called Kang the Conqueror by name, but it is Kang regardless. This is one of his many variants, and he's just given a little quirky smile. He comes out, and I'm like, oh, shit! They did it! Jonathan Majors in Loki, his debut, Kang the Conqueror. Oh my God, everybody nerdgasming, and he's just like, look at you. You've came all this way. I'm very impressed. And is she still calling me He Who Remains? And he's like, I like that name for some reason. So what a way to introduce Jonathan Majors into the MCU right here. What an introduction. And so they're getting on the elevator, and Kang's like, come on up to my office. And then Loki and Sylvie are behind him. He has his back turned to them. And then Sylvie does not hesitate. She tries to kill him right there. And then he's just like, whoa, nope. Nice try. And so Sylvie a bunch of times tries to kill Kang, but he's just like, oh, nope, nice try. So I really like the comedy with this variant of Kang. So really great introduction for Kang. And then they go into his office area. What do you guys think about Kang the Conqueror, Jonathan Majors' debut in this episode? Let's see what you guys had to say. And oh my God, we got Burger King and Taco Bell here in the chat. Like fast food restaurants here. Oh my God. What is going on here? Taco Bell. I did, unfortunately. It was a spooky castle, and I did a little. What is up, Isaiah? Good to see you here. What is up, Mark? And Sir John, when the episode ended, I looked like, oh my God. Pretty interesting way to end the episode off right there. So, yeah, Jonathan Majors walking out of the elevator. Pretty shocking moment, to say the least. All right, and so we go to our next scene right here, and it's back at the TVA with Renslayer. And then Mobius makes his return. He confronts Renslayer up front. And it's a pretty cool introduction there. Mobius is like, all right, I will probably burn down the TVA or not. You got to give me answers right now. And then Mobius and Renslayer is just talking back and forth. They both feel very betrayed by each other. And then Mobius is like, why did you betray me? We're all variants. Don't you understand that? And then she's like, no, you betrayed me. I stuck my neck out for you. And so some really powerful acting right there by Gugu and Owen Wilson right there. I really like that moment a lot. So just a lot to speculate overall what's going to happen next. And so a group of TVA guards overall, they travel back to the year 2018 with Renslayer and to try to find another version of Renslayer. B-15 is there. And so they find Renslayer, and surprisingly, she is a school principal. And so pretty interesting theory right there. I didn't really expect Renslayer to be a principal, but that's a pretty cool reveal right there. Pretty interesting to say the least. And then it cuts back to Kang and Loki and Sylvie. And then Kang sits them down in his office, and he breaks down to them that he knows everything that's going to happen. He pretty much shows them a script, and then Kang gives them this story of how he was able to get both of them there to this very point. And then Sylvie's like, no, we defeated Goliath on our own. And he's like, I paved the way for you to get here. Like, I saw you guys all the way from Lamentus to Goliath, everything. I planned the whole thing. Now, this is not shocking at all. Like, we all speculated Kang was throwing in those little puzzles and those obstacles to get to him. Like, we obviously knew the side of the Avengers building was Kang the Conqueror. We knew Goliath was Kang. Like, this was all the pathway to Kang. And I just love that he's breaking everything down. Like, he did everything. And so we cut back to Mobius and Renslayer. And then Mobius is trying to stop Renslayer, and then she whoops his ass, and then she just leaves. She's going to try to find something. So that's it for Renslayer this season. So yeah, we don't know what's really happened with Renslayer. They really didn't explain much of what happened to her. So yeah, Mobius tries to stop her, but fails. So then we cut back to Kang and Loki in them, and pretty much given this nice little dialogue conversation about he's been called many names. And this is where he drops the Conqueror, Kang the Conqueror line. He's been known as a ruler, a conqueror, he who remains, what he's called in this episode, and a jerk pretty much. And he just lays it all down with swagger. And Jonathan Majors really is doing a fantastic job overall as the character. And just a really interesting dialogue conversation there. And so they want answers as to how he was able to pull all this off. So this is a variant of Kang the Conqueror. He has many different variants which lead to the big future of Phase 4 of the MCU. So this Kang was developed in the 31st century, and the way he breaks it all down is universes are stacked on top of one another. He's able to go into different timelines and really conquer. And he's not, this one is the nice one, as he describes. And they got to watch out for the mean ones. He says, wait till you meet my mean variants, like the powerful ones, like Kang the Conqueror. Now, this variant is not the Kang the Conqueror we're going to see in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So this is nice. He says, not every version of me was so pure of heart. And that explains right there what is going on with this Kang Conqueror. What is up, everybody that just tuned in? Season 2 will be better. Spongy predicts. Tobin Bell is also here. We have Taco Bell, Burger King, and Tobin Bell, Mr. Jigsaw, in the chat. What's your favorite movie with me in it? I would say Saw 2. You had the most screen time, for sure. And somebody giving their episode ranking. We'll talk about that later. So, yeah, I really like how Kang was really breaking down these different variants and what's going to happen there. And he gives a pretty simple rule. If you kill him, then more Kangs will get created. The multiverse will get messed up. And if they don't kill him, I'll pretty much dip. You can rule this place. You can conquer Loki and Sylvie. Is that a pretty good deal? Let me know in the chat. But he pretty much lays it out on the line, and you know what happens at the end of the episode. So if they kill him, the multiverse is getting created, and more variant Kangs will be coming. Or if they just let him live, then, hey, you can rule. That's what you've always wanted, right? So that gives them a pretty interesting deal. Sylvie thinks he's lying, but Loki believes him. And so Loki and Sylvie have this argument, and Loki's like, I believe him. If we kill this guy, more bad versions, like a terrible thing is coming. But if we let him live, and Sylvie's like, you just want to rule. You just want your throne. I trusted you. I don't trust you. And so then Loki and Sylvie do eventually fight. Give that little fight sequence overall in the fireplace. They're just arguing at each other, and then they just fight each other for a bit, like throwing hands, kicking each other. And then she's just had enough of hearing this guy, because this guy has pretty much taken Sylvie's life. And so Sylvie once again tries to kill Kang, and then Loki at the last minute stops her. And then Loki is just breaking everything down. Tara's like, please just listen to me. I don't want a throne. Okay. I just care about you. All right. I don't want anything to happen to you. I care about you as a person. And then pretty much what I expected coming. Loki and Sylvie do kiss. They have that little kiss, and everyone's like, "Aw," and people projecting what's gonna happen. Were they gonna kiss? I didn't think they would, but it's a pretty sweet moment right there. So Loki and Sylvie do kiss in that moment, right in front of Kang the Conqueror. He's just like, "Aw." So then, after they kiss, Sylvie says to him, "But I'm not you." And she sends him back to the TVA to deal with Kang herself. And Loki's just pretty sad. And who knows what could happen there. That's pretty much what he's thinking in his head. And so Sylvie now is faced off with Kang the Conqueror. She's approaching him, and Kang's like, "Look, if you kill me, you know what's going to happen here." And she just doesn't care. She kills him. And we all knew what was going to happen. She kills him. And then he says, "See you soon." And then that version of Kang does die. And then just all hell breaks loose. The fact that this is a Disney Plus show, that this much stuff is happening, is just absolutely crazy. Tyler Calvert, what is up? Good to see you here, man. Sylvie had to go and mess up the timeline. She really messed up, man. And that's like the biggest mistake she's made this whole show. Spongy, someone I know gave Loki a 6.5 out of 10, and I hated the finale. Interesting. Ryan Zachwope says all my movies are terrible. Julie Madden. Hello, Julie Madden. Good to see you in here. We're talking all about Loki. So after all that, Sylvie just kills Kang right there. And we see that the timelines outside are just going crazy. They are vanishing left, right, and center. We knew what the outcome was going to be. The timelines were going to crumble, and they're just going like zigzag, left, right, left, right, left. It is absolutely crazy what Sylvie has done. What could this mean for the future? We obviously know we're getting Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home, and season 2 of Loki is going to be absolutely crazy. Now that these timelines and different worlds have been created, it is just absolutely crazy what this show has become, and it is just awesome. And so Loki is back in the TVA. He's running around. People are scrambling. TVA agents everywhere. Oh, yeah. And we see a shot here of Mobius and B-15. They say forever, for all time, always. That's the TVA saying. So they're seeing what's happening on the screen. Loki's running around all over the place. And then we see Loki reunite with Mobius and also B-15. And then Loki's like, "Mobius, like, we got to fix this situation. We found the guy. I mean, he's scary. He pretty much will change everything." And so while he's breaking everything down, Mobius is like, "Who are you? What department do you work in?" And so they don't even know Loki at all. Loki just stumbled into a completely different timeline. And Mobius is just like, "Okay, what department are you in? Like, who are you?" It's just crazy. They don't know Loki at all. It is just absolutely insane, this ending, guys. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And so Loki, in his shock and horror, he just turns around and he sees a gigantic statue of Kang the Conqueror. And it ends off in a brilliant cliffhanger. Just wow, oh wow, what an ending shot right there. And you want to know what the thought process in my head was? Just like, what is going to happen next? Like, when is this end credit scene going to come up? I don't know, but I am loving what I'm seeing so far. And after that, the credits just roll. Like, that's the end of the episode, and then the credits are just rolling and rolling. I'm waiting until an end credit scene pops up, and there is no end credit scene. After that reveal of Kang the Conqueror statue, we find out that a season 2 of Loki will be happening, and that's it. That's the end. Like, that is just brilliant. What a way to end off the episode overall. Yeah, after that brilliant Kang the Conqueror statue, just what is going to happen next? We obviously know Kang the Conqueror is going to be a huge part in Loki season 2. And I have no idea what's going to happen in season 2. It is absolutely brilliant. And I'm loving what they've done so far. What is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for the comments. It really does well appreciated. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode, guys, all around. The end of season 1, just absolutely brilliant. I mean, Loki will return in season 2, guys. Season 2 is going to be absolutely crazy. I don't even know what's going to happen, but you got my full-on attention. All right, so as far as a grade goes, this show, you guys know, I've been praising the show nonstop. I love it so much. I think almost every episode has been a banger. I think episode 3 was kind of a dud, but all around, guys, Loki gets an A+. This show is fantastic. Season 1 gets an A+. I love it. I cannot wait for season 2. A+, definitely the best Disney Plus TV show so far. And yeah, I think it's better than The Mandalorian. I said it right there. And the best Marvel show by far. A+, that is my grade. All right, let's give you my episodes ranking now. There's 6 episodes. I will be ranking them right now. So coming in at number 6 is episode 3. Pretty obvious. Number 5 is episode 1. 4 is episode 5. 3 is episode 2. 2 is episode 4. And number 1 is episode 6. The season finale is my favorite episode. Just the reveal of Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. I just did not see that coming at all. And just the ending, the absolute shocking ending of just the timelines messing up and the Kang just showing up at the end, the credit, everything. This finale was perfect. Like, this was exactly what I wanted. After WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I thought those finales weren't perfect. This one, I think, was a perfect finale. I loved it. I cannot wait for season 2. Now, let's hear what you guys are saying in the chat. We know Kang, yes, he will be in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Do you think we'll see Mobius in future films? I don't think so. Maybe I'd like to see a little spin-off show, maybe after Loki and maybe season 2, Mobius will get his jet ski. So I don't know. Other than that, I don't see a future with Mobius, to be honest. So Avengers 5 is not Secret Wars. Loki season 2 is. Hopefully it is Secret Wars, because it seems like where this ending was going, it was leading up to Secret Wars. Just absolutely crazy. Marvel has many ideas up their sleeves. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man are going to have some big shoes to fill. I just cannot wait for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Just dealing with the Multiverse Madness after this finale. Doctor Strange has a lot of work to do, and it's just going to be crazy. There's also a rumor floating around that Loki will be in Multiverse of Madness. I hope he is. I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather just keep Loki in his own show. But if he does show up, cool. That would be awesome. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is my episode breakdown review for episode 6. Again, let me know what you guys thought of this finale. Did you think it was perfect? Did you have issues with this finale? And let me know in the comments or in the chat. And is this your favorite MCU Disney Plus show, Loki? Let me know that down below in the comments. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and sticking with me, watching these Loki reviews. Definitely when season 2 comes out, I'll do the same thing. And as far as the next MCU Disney Plus show, it is What If. I am probably going to be doing in-depth reviews for What If. So, yeah, look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. All my social media links are in the description below. And you guys are the best. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Watch a lot of movies. I got a lot of videos coming up, so look forward to those. Space Jam 2. What else? Escape Room 2. So, yeah, look forward to all those reviews, guys. All my social media links are in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video.